Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that helps you leverage conflict to master your leadership and communication skills to live your best life. Well, hey, I hope you're doing great today and keeping positive, because after all, that is a choice that only you can control. So let's jump right in by starting off with a question. Have you ever got to the end of the year and your supervisor just hammers you on your annual performance report? Or have you ever gave one of your team members a not so favorable annual performance report and they seem to be totally clueless as to why you marked them down? Well, today should put an end to those types of scenarios because I want to talk about what I consider to be the most important part of an annual performance report. And that is the expectations and when the perfect time to ensure expectations are clear and understood. Now, if you haven't ever had any of these issues, I still would appreciate if you stick around because this may offer a few perspectives that you may not be doing. So let's start by stating what should be obvious. The best time to establish expectations is right up front, or as soon as a team member is hired, or transferred to a new position. Now, I think we can all agree on this, but how about the method? How do we ensure our people know what's expected of them? Here's what I recommend. First of all, give them a copy of the expectations before the meeting, maybe a day or two prior to the meeting so they have ample time to read through everything and can make note of any areas that they may have questions about. Then schedule a meeting that is convenient with them. After all, you want them to feel welcomed and comfortable. When you begin the meeting, start by explaining to them that the expectations are the most important part of being on the same page with you and other team members. Next, ask them if they had anything that stood out that they would like to address first. If they do, address those areas immediately. If they don't, begin with the general expectations that are expected of everyone in the company, and then work your way into the specifics of their particular job. As you work your way through the expectations, be sure to give them ample time to digest the information and ask any questions. If they don't have any questions, be sure to ask them a question or two along the way to ensure that they're tracking with you. When you get to the specifics of their job, it's critical they clearly understand what the expectations are to earn the highest rating, and the next to the highest rating, and the middle rating, etc. Ensure they understand exactly what is expected of them before they even begin their job. They should know what they need to do to get the highest rating possible, and what will earn them markdowns. The expectations meeting should be a two-way conversation where both of you are talking. And you may want to get them involved by reading each of the expectations out loud, and then ask them what each one means to them. This method will prevent anyone from being surprised during the quarterly reviews or the midway point reviews or however else your company does it, and it gives your team member an exact goal to strive for. In any case, establishing expectations up front is critical to setting your team members up for success. John Maxwell puts it this way in his book, Leader Shift. He says that as a leader, you can either set expectations on the front end and set up the working relationships for success, or leave expectations unstated and deal with the disappointment on the back end for both you and the people you're leading. Today's challenge is to ask yourself and your team members if there's anything that they're unclear about concerning what's expected of them. And if so, address these areas immediately. Hey, this is the final week to sign up for the mastermind that I'll be leading that starts next Monday on June 15th. It'll be a 6-week mastermind that'll have weekly Zoom calls and a private Facebook group. The price will also include the John Maxwell book Leader Shift and a workbook. If you're interested in joining, please send me an email to paul@clcteam.com. This mastermind is only $125 and will be limited to 20 people. So be sure to sign up very soon so I can get the book mailed to you. Hey, as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.